what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Slightly Warped Podcast. I'm Rick. I'm joined by my co-host, Big Show. Show, how are you?
I'm all right. How about yourself, sir?
I can't complain. Everything's good right now. Um, I know it won't always be like that, but I'm just gonna ride that wave until I can't.
Yes, sir.
Now, for those of you who might be new to the podcast, the third Thursday of every month, we like to call TCT. That's our True Crime Thursday. And what that consists of, we'll do crimes. Doesn't have to be an exact crime, it can be an unsolved mystery. Like, I think we did Amelia Earhart. That was an unsolved mystery, but so
We
true
did.
crime and unsolved mysteries.
We also did the dude that stole all the money and jumped out the airplane.
Oh, yeah, DB Cooper. And
Yeah.
who is the coach of the fake football team?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about him too.
Yeah, so
That was a good one.
yeah, that was. So
So good that we forgot who he was.
right. Now I tell you what, um our last few uh crime Thursdays dealt with family murders. And it's no secret because if you've, clicked on the title of this, you already know that this is about a family murder, but this is different. This one is is solved for all intent and purpose. We're more or less going over what happened, and I want to say how it went down, and that's when I've got some questions. It's Chris Watts and the Watts family murders. Um, I'm gonna blow through this first part real quick just to put some background out there for the people that aren't familiar with it, as I wasn't familiar with it until this week. Uh, this is one that you picked out for us, Big Show. And I guess this is more recent too. I think the ones that we did before were in the late 50s or 60s. This was just in 2018. And it took place in Frederick, Colorado. And Christopher Lee Watts was married to his pregnant wife, Shanann, and they had two daughters, Bella and Celeste. And basically, he strangled his wife and suffocated his children. And he buried Shanann in a shallow grave near an oil storage facility. And he dumped the children's bodies into crude oil tanks. He
Yes. Where he
initially,
worked.
yes, he worked. Yeah. Initially, he maintained his innocence into the family's disappearance, but was arrested on August 15th. And after confessing in an interview with detectives to murdering Shanann, months later, he also admitted to murdering his children. Bro. Now, I am not sure, and I don't remember seeing it in
Where'd you
this
get that
article.
last part? Where'd you get that last part where he didn't admit months later to killing his kids?
I am on Wikipedia for my information.
That's not accurate.
It's not okay. I'm
No.
glad you mentioned that. Can you go more in depth with that then? And
So
can
basically, the story that I understand is that uh, Chris Watts was involved in a extramarital affair
mm-hmm,
and decided that he wanted to be with the girlfriend and get out from under his family. His wife was pregnant with their third child. I believe they had two girls. I'm not for sure what the unborn child was going to be,
mm-hmm,
but she went out of town with one of her friends, and she had been under the assumption that um, he was stepping out on the marriage, and
mm,
because she had mentioned this to her friends that she was out with over that weekend.
mm-hmm,
Well, she came back early one. I don't know if it was on Monday morning or what. Anyway, she got back bright and early in the morning, and that was the last time anybody heard from her. Um, you know, and he played along like she, she took the kids. The wedding ring was left there by the bed. The news stations were out there trying to help. He did all sorts of TV reports going, I just want my wife back, hopefully she's safe, blah, 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 playing the
Mm.
part of, you know, worried victim.
Now, see, that part's not even in the Wikipedia thing about the news things.
Right. And the only reason why I know this is because I've seen a few documentaries about this particular case. And
Mm.
there's one on Netflix, which is really good. But anyway, there's one on YouTube also, that's basically um it's from the point of view of the police officer that showed up the day she went missing, and it's all his body cam footage while he's interviewing Chris Watts.
Mm.
And they've had psychiatrists or whatever they're called, forensic psychiatrists, go over the footage and say, there you can tell he's lying. There you can tell he was trying to hide something. Da 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 da. They pointed out in this little documentary, but they go to end up next door, and the guy next door has a ring camera, and it shows right on uh, the driveway area of the Watts family residence. And um, if memory serves me correctly, he said, he pulled his truck, backed his truck in almost all the way into the garage. He goes, he never does that. He always walks from his door to his truck, throws his tools in there, and leaves. Well, when the police officer asked him, why'd you do this? He said, well, I just put my tools in my truck. So right then, the police officer already knew from the neighbor that that's not normal behavior.
Yeah.
And they mentioned something, I forget exactly what it was, but the police officer wasn't really on the phone with dispatch, but said something to the aspect of maybe they found her or something. And Chris's eyes got super big for like a nanosecond on the body cam footage that showed, like, oh shit, I'm in trouble type of thing.
Wow.
Needless to say, I forget how long it was before they asked him to come in for a polygraph, and it was a lady that was doing the polygraph, and he obviously failed, and she um, I don't know if it's because she's female, she was able to talk softer to him or whatever. He asked to see his dad. They let his dad come in because there's also footage of this also on YouTube of the actual interview, and he basically told his dad he accidentally killed her and then had to kill the kids, um, just because,
How do you?
you know.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Wow.
come to find out, the real story is that when, what is her name? His wife's name, uh,
His wife's name was where's it at
Shanann.
here? Shannon. Thank you.
When Shanann came home, he had already killed the kids. They were already dead. She found them.
Whoa.
She
Oh.
found them. He killed her. Waited till he could back the truck in, threw her in the back of the truck with the kids, went out to his spot, dumped the girls in the big giant oil tank that probably stands about 3, 4, 500 feet in the air, and then buried her in a shallow grave. Um, it took him a while to tell them where they were, not that he actually killed them, because he didn't want to be known as a child killer in prison, I guess.
Mm.
Because I guess that's kind of a bad thing.
Yeah. I think they no matter what criminal you are, they all look down on the people that mess with the kids.
Yeah, but basically, it all stemmed from him having an extramarital affair and didn't want to be a dad no more. Instead of getting a divorce and paying alimony and child support, he decided just to off him. And I think he pled guilty to like 4 counts of first degree murder, unlawful termination of a pregnancy, tampering with 3 deceased bodies. I'm pretty sure he got like 3 life sentences and like 70 or 80 some odd years on top of that.
Yeah, I saw the sentencing on here, and it turned out that, let's see if I can pull that up. He got 3 consecutive and 2 concurrent life sentences without possibility of parole. He also received an additional 48 years for the unlawful termination of Shannon's pregnancy and 36 more years for the 3 charges of tampering with a deceased body.
Now, I jumped on Wikipedia real quick too.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it depends on, Wikipedia can be tampered with by
Yes.
anybody.
Yeah, it's a public
So
thing. So,
I don't necessarily take it for actual gospel. But
yeah.
according to this, Ace Chris Watts, she arrived on Monday around 2 o'clock in the morning. Shanna did from that trip to Arizona. I believe it was a business trip.
The one with the friend.
Um, yes.
Okay.
But in 2020, he admitted to having sex with his wife before strangling her after she found out about his affair. Over the weekend, he had been home with the daughters. Later that day, Shannon girls were reported missing by Atkinson, who became concerned when Shannon missed a scheduled doctor's appointment for the baby.
Mm.
After she missed a business meeting, she went to the house around 12:10 p.m. Doorbell and knocks were unanswered. They notified Chris, who was at work, and called the police department. And then they came and did a welfare check. Christopher gave them permission to search the house. The family dog was discovered unharmed, but no sign of Shannon or the girls were found. They found her purse and her keys and her medicine. Her phone was later located between the couch cushions in the family home. Her car, which still contained the girls' car seats, was in the garage, and her wedding ring was found on the bedside table during the search. So she just left without her car, without her purse, without her phone, and without any way of securely securing her kids into a vehicle. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, dude wanted out of the marriage. And like you said, he went about it the wrong freaking way. So now he's somebody else's wife, like it or not.
Can't do that when I take a sip.
Sorry.
That was almost a blooper.
Sorry about that. But I that's just real talk because um
Can you
if
can you jump on YouTube real quick and look up Chris Watts?
I
Here,
can give
actually,
that a shot here.
let me do it while you talk, and then maybe we can just show a few minutes of that video of the of let me look it up and I'll tell you where to get. Go ahead and talk
Okay.
because I know which one I'm talking about.
I mean, I I I don't even know where to begin with this because with the we because we did 2 sets of family murders prior to this. These were home invasions, strangers perhaps. I know in one for sure, but in the other it could have been anybody. But there's motive to kill the family to get away with the crime. That's one thing. Not saying that's better because it's not, but this is absolutely despicable. Dude did not want that family life anymore. He did not want to be married to Shannon anymore. Um, and I don't know what went wrong or where it went wrong because obviously, um, if she was pregnant with their third child, um, they were doing things. So,
So type this into your YouTube. It's 5 minutes long, so it won't be very long, but it just kind of give a piece of what I was talking about. Type
oh
this
yeah,
into your YouTube.
uh-huh.
Body cam footage shows Chris Watts lying to the police during house search. Crime time, oxygen.
Okay, I got it up here. Let me let me get you in on this, and we can watch this together real quick, and then comment on it right after.
Oh, that's the long one. That's 32 minutes.
Yeah,
That's
did
cool.
it?
We can play some of this. We can play some of this one. This is good.
Oh,
That's all right.
I already clicked off of it because I didn't want to get the wrong one.
It's the same one. That was just the full version. I was just going to show like short. Go ahead and click that one though. We've got time.
Okay.
We can speed it up and fast forward.
All right. Let me hold on.
We're just waiting for our sergeant to come over, and we'd like to go through your house. Are you okay with
Yeah.
us searching through your house? All right. We'll have you sign a consent form. We just want to see if you left a note or anything inconspicuous, something like that.
All right.
If you're good with that, we'll have you sign a consent form allowing us to search your house, and we'll wait for our sergeant to get here. But we'll grab that. You don't plan on going anywhere, right?
No, I was just going to walk around the neighborhood just to honestly clear my head.
Okay. Which company do you work for?
Anadarko.
Anadarko. What do you do for them?
Operator.
So you work like 7 days a week?
5 and 2, like Monday through Friday. I'm doing 8 and 6 next month.
Okay. So today is Monday?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Let us grab that form, and then we'll wait for our supervisor, and then you can either stay here or you can go walk the neighborhood, whatever you'd like, while we look through it. All right. Let's go grab that form. We'll be right back with you, okay?
You can stay here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I think so.
So kind of speed it up to where we're like in a house area. Like just kind of keep going. You're right here. Yeah, this is it.
Purse is on the counter right here.
Okay. So when you guys come home, do you usually use the front door or the garage door? How do you guys?
I usually open the garage door, come in.
Okay.
She uses front or garage. It just kind of depends.
Okay. Is that a ring out there?
Oh, that was...
No, the doorbell, is that a ring doorbell?
Yeah, like when you got a visitor, it does. But I don't think the speaker is on to where you hear it. Like by.
Okay. I guess my question for you is, would it show her leaving with the kids? Did you have any alerts?
If she came out here, yes. Like if.
Did you have any alerts today with that?
Just when her friends were here.
Does it only record when the doorbell rings, or anytime someone?
If you're like.
Press pause real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. It should just start.
Okay.
I just want to point. You see how he's not answering the question, like he's
Yeah.
like
I mean,
he distinctly asked a question, but because he knows he's about he did what he did, he's
that's because the
not
police officer
computing.
asked the right question.
Yeah, but he's not computing what he's asking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sign of a guilty person.
I mean, damn. If he knows he got him right there, there should be. If his wife comes in and out that door, there should be footage. So.
If she went out that door, but if she went out the garage door, no footage.
Right, but like you said, he was stumped for half of a second.
Yes.
All right, you want me to continue?
Yes.
Okay.
Proximity should hit up.
Okay. And if you had anything on that today?
Just her friends.
And what time was that?
12:10 and about 10 minutes afternoon.
Okay. But nothing between the time when she got here.
No, like she got here at 2. Only thing
This morning?
Yeah, 2 o'clock this morning.
Okay.
Like 1:48 on here. And the only thing that was weird was that the garage door said it was left open after I left, and it might have been the sensor, but like my phone doesn't show when
For your alarm?
Yeah, it doesn't show if it shuts.
And who's your alarm through?
Vivian.
Okay.
But the Nikki, her friend that came here about 12:10, she said the garage door was shut when she got here.
Okay.
That was the only thing that was weird.
All right. Were you going to hang out there, or you want to come in here? Okay.
Trying to lay that alibi that the garage
Where's the
was
percent?
open.
On the counter.
I'm still recording, so.
Yep. Let's do this.
Whose phone is that?
I believe that is his. Mom overtook hers. That's from vomiting.
Okay, so that's her purse.
Yes.
Is that a diary, or what is that?
It's for work, I believe. I was thinking it was possibly a diary, but it's talking about like motivation stuff.
Let's speed it up just a little bit. Was our upstairs with Chris Watts.
For a nebulizer.
Why did Amazon send me $20,000? Because I
That's
use
all right.
Amazon AI. I'm going to
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
The only thing you're missing are the kids' blankets.
What's that?
The only thing that's gone is the kids' blankets, like the binkies. That's why they won't go anywhere without them.
So they are gone?
Yep. Car seats are in the car. Keys are in the or on the center console of the car. Her cash, all her ID, everything's still here. Phone's here.
See if that one's unlatched.
I don't think it's
Locked.
Was it in the car? Just came out the door then?
Yeah, press that thing and see how long it takes. So she doesn't have any family or anyone around here?
neither of us do. They're all back in North Carolina. We moved here back in 2012. Came out here to visit some friends during Thanksgiving, fell in love with the place, moved out here a few months later.
Does she have any friends around here?
Just friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got friends in Frederick, Erie, Aurora, that part of Erie, Broomfield, Parker.
Have you tried to contact any of them?
Oh yeah, we've exhausted every option. The last thing I'm going to do is hospitals. Hotels. There's so many, but...
And no one's heard from her today? Have you checked your bank accounts?
That's another thing I was going to do, because I don't have access through here.
Let's go check those and see if she pulled any cash out, or if there's any strange charges or anything.
Okay.
Can you log?
I can't log in because she does all the finances.
Okay.
So I know her password. I just don't have her use already. Not
I
sure what
think
she would
about
have used
that.
that way. Sorry, my phone's just blowing up right now.
No, you're fine. Who do you guys bank through?
USAA and Chase.
Can you call them and see if there's been any activity? Any withdrawals or anything? And then the suitcases that she came home this morning with, which ones were those? Was
The
the
black
one?
one that's sitting right there.
Not the one in the bedroom?
That was from the last trip, when we just got back a few days ago from North Carolina. She went to Arizona like 2 days later. That was when we just got put back down in the basement.
You guys don't have any stockpiles of cash or anything in the house that she would have had? If she needed cash, she needed to go to the bank to get it?
If there is, I would not know about it. If there was, I didn't know.
Do you know how much cash she usually carries with her?
It's usually not, maybe like 100.
Your turn signal's on.
This may not be the video that I was intending on us to look at. I wanted you to see the reaction when they got him upstairs in the bedroom.
Maybe they'll go back in the house.
You have passport for all of them.
Oh, okay.
So that taxi cab service, did you guys use anything like that? That might be Uber.
Then,
And another tell you could do, Rick, is
do your kids have like a favorite pair of shoes that they normally wear?
Favorite pair of shoes?
Yeah.
No, they have all.
do
Go
the
ahead, Big Show.
do the clip of them at the neighbor's house, because the neighbor basically tells the cop he is not acting normal.
Is that in the same thing, or
No, it'll be in a different clip.
but not on this video?
That one I'm not for sure. Let me look it up.
Yeah, because this is still all downstairs. They're not even up, and this is almost at the end of the clip. So,
Type in raw RAW colon or semicolon Chris Watts reacts to neighbor's surveillance footage. That one right there with the 9 on it. Yeah, that
all
one.
right. Let's see what we got it. Oh, really? They're gonna give me another commercial first? They do me dirty.
What's that?
Nothing on there.
You just have to
My
back
camera.
the truck up to the drive.
Lay down.
Loaded my stuff up in my coolers, my water jugs, my book bag, my computers, some of the tools that I had from the toolbox. I knew I was going to have to do some pumping into rubbers today. That's why I was out so far.
Is this on continually
Yep.
recording?
Yep. Well,
It's not. Is it
any
motion or is it?
event-
Okay, so it's motion.
Any motion event that happens, but I get cars driving from this street, and this is him at 517.
I usually park out there on the side. I just want to get everything back in. Be easier to lug everything out there, all the tools that I had to bring in.
Look at him.
Sweating bullets.
What else can I do with this?
My detective just showed up, so he'll probably want to talk to you. He'd probably, like I said, he might have you call at the bank and see if there's any kind of activity.
Because if there was any sort of action out there,
His camera's
I would have got it.
Like
Right.
we had issues the other week when people were stealing stuff out of like garages and stuff like that, and I had parked my truck
I
right
had
here.
to park right here.
Yeah. So someone,
see if
I could
anything
see where someone tried to jimmy with a flathead screwdriver over there, and it was just like.
But if any action would have happened, any cars or anything left your house, I would
Yeah,
have
it
got
would
it.
have been like right in that area. It should have picked. I mean,
Oh, it'll pick up anything coming down the street this way.
you know where that tree there too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Watch, I'll show you. There's nothing on here. We've already watched that one. But like, you'll see this car.
What security system do you have?
Xfinity. Oh, look, you can see this car starting to drive down the street.
That ain't one.
Oh, look. Okay.
See what I'm saying? It picks up all the way down there.
That's cool.
He's next door.
Can we go?
I was talking about dispatcher. It'll be close for.
Cause yeah, we can pick up cars coming this way. I get anything coming this way and making this turn. So, and usually at night I pick up the cars pulling a U-turn. So, unless they pulled right here,
Yeah.
but I would have caught her walking out. Diesel.
You're good.
So yeah, I thought nothing.
Nothing for the rest of the day.
No, that's it.
She's pregnant as well.
How far along?
15 weeks. That's why her friend said it was low blood sugar.
As an owner of Walton Goggins goggle glasses,
I
I
hate
know
YouTube's ads.
Yeah. Okay. Because we
But
only
go
got a
ahead,
few
keep
minutes-
going. Oh, we only got how much we got? 4?
4 minutes.
Because I wanted you to see where the neighbor basically tells the dude that that ain't accurate.
Let's see if we
how to make slick looking goggle/glasses.
See, I've got her.
Go ahead and speed it up. I'll tell you. Let me look. Because Chris Watts.
And I usually pick him up when he comes walking. Other time.
My alarm started going off.
He never loads his stuff in and out of the garage ever.
Right.
And it doesn't look like he came from right here. It looks like he came from down the street. And then the other thing that doesn't make sense is why would he pull past this part? You can see he pulled past.
Nail in the proverbial coffin.
Are you able to record this?
I'd have to call Comcast so I can get him to do whatever. But watch, you'll see him get out. And he walks back and forth a couple times. be completely honest with you, my wife and I were kind of wondering when she was on vacation if something happened, because I've heard them full out screaming at each other at the top of their lungs, and he gets crazy.
Does he? And that's pretty recently?
Yeah. I'm guessing that's why she went and visited people, is because she wanted to get away from the situation.
Do you have your ID handy?
You can cut it. I mean, that's pretty much where it goes from there. But
But you're right.
So
Video
much
right there.
video evidence.
Wow.
But I recommend those that want to know more actually go on there. There's actually almost a 2.5 hour uncut raw footage of that guy's body cam, and it's very telling. And I've actually sat and watched it. It's actually very telling.
Like I said at the beginning, this was different because this was the actual husband that had slain the wife and kids. And I said it before, I said it, I'll say it again. You can't make it no plainer. He wanted out of the marriage so bad, he ends up being married to somebody in prison now. So
this is true.
Damn.
I don't know if he's married to him. He could be passed around. You never know.
Well, here's my thing. He killed children. So I guarantee you he's being passed around. If it's one thing, even criminals don't like people that mess with kids. So what are you guys' thoughts on Chris Watts and the murder of his family? Tell us what you think. Tell us how you feel. Leave us a comment in the comment section right here in the video, or email us at the slightly warped podcast at yahoo.com. More good stuff on the way next week. Big Show, take us on out of here.
Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next week. Love each other. Tomorrow's not a promise.
And if you don't love each other, leave the situation.
Yeah. Divorce. Yeah.
That's
just
what
break up. There's no need. There's no need to kill it.
Because as you can see, you will get caught.
Or if you do kill your loved one, don't kill your kids.
Right? Good night,
Just
everybody.
kidding. Don't kill nobody. See you next week.